scripted. Social media, these days, have the tendency of taking us out of context. So today I'm going to be scripted. Although I would like to speak to you from the heart rather than the script, but these salient words are indeed from the heart. Distinguished colleagues, please allow me to stand on existing protocols. 2 years have gone by so fast, and once again, in the true spirit of democracy, we will soon assemble to elect yet another executive to run the affairs of our beloved Bar Association. I want to take this opportunity to thank and congratulate Ms. Michaela Swallow and her team for guiding the affairs of our revered and noble association with such commitment and zest. And I have no doubt in my mind that their successors will, in the true candor, lawyers are known and respected for, build on the successes of their predecessors and make our beloved association even stronger and more responsive to the concerns and aspirations of colleagues and of the general public. These elections are not meant to divide us, but foster in us greater unity and commitment so that we can be guided by the core values of our noble profession to elect the best and among the brightest to lead us all into the next decade. A better and brighter bar engenders a better and brighter bench. Let us bear in mind the fact that the bench is the product of the bar. And that's exactly why we all should strive to strengthen the bar, especially in the core areas of integrity and professionalism. And one way we can achieve this is to elect an executive of integrity and accountability, which will ensure that the bar produces women and men of honesty and stature, that will ensure that the bar and the bench mutually strengthen each other in the interest of justice and fair play. Colleagues, let me remind you all that the four cornerstones of our profession are integrity, justice, accountability, and equity. These are values that distinguish us from other professions. Upholding these albeit abstract core principles has since Adam shaped us as legal practitioners. Adherence to these lofty principles guarantees our place as perhaps the most important arm of government. Justice, accountability, integrity, and equity are the only tools at our disposal to protect the poor and the weak in our society, in which this vulnerable group forms the overwhelming majority of our population. If out of our love for money, we become complicit in the sale of justice, this will spell the death of the poorest and weakest in our society. Ignore these core principles and our economy will not grow. As the growth of the economies of countries, particularly in the third world, is predicated on how much foreign investment it can attract. No investor, what is sought, will invest in a country where justice and the rule of law are both deficit and compromise. Integrity, justice, and accountability also ensures good governance. The end product of an electoral process only ensures peace and acceptance of an election result if electoral laws are applied freely and fairly, and where there is a fair and independent justice system that ensures citizens who have issues with elections and seek redress. The fight against corruption can only be effectively fought where there is a robust and fair judiciary that applies anti-corruption laws freely and fairly. Above all, at a micro level, we owe our clients a sacred duty of care. We have the responsibility to always seek the best interest of our clients. When clients use their hard-earned money or hard-earned cash to pay us, let us ensure that we serve them to the best of our abilities. Lawyers who engage in fraudulent behavior or who embezzle clients' money and fail to offer in return the services they have been paid for is a disgrace to our profession. Let us recommit this day that we will endeavor to do right by all manner of men. From that standpoint, let us endeavor today to vote in persons that we know hold these four cornerstones of our profession dear to their hearts, and who are conscientious enough to uphold these noble principles of our profession at all times. There is also an added responsibility, distinguished colleagues, to the administration of justice. So the question, what is an ethical lawyer? The Director General of the Bar Standards Board of England and Wales, Mark Neal, had this to say, and I quote, "A good starting point is to start clearly that lawyers generally, and barristers in particular, are not there just to do their client's bidding, right or wrong. It is a fundamental professional ethic that a barrister's duty to the administration of justice trumps his or her duty to any client. A barrister must also act with honesty, integrity, and independence." Unquote. I wholly subscribe to that view and will advise the future president of the Australian Bar Association to take full heed of that position in facilitating the enhancement of the standards at the bar and in ensuring an effective and responsive justice system. The slogans of the various candidates are testaments to the commitment of all those who intend to lead us. Wawa says, and I quote, "Your bar, our voice. Your bar, your voice," unquote. Augustine says, and I quote, "Reclaim the bar," unquote. And Tuma says, I quote, "Raise the bar," unquote. Oh, yes. What these three slogans tell us is that there is only one bar, and that it is incumbent on all of us to nurture it so well that it forever remains the shining light of unity and professionalism, leading the best and most prestigious profession on earth. The three slogans all underscore the need to take ownership of our bar, reform and strengthen it, and ensure that we always maintain the highest professional standard in the discharge of our responsibilities to our people. Let us put aside divisiveness that national politics engenders. If we strengthen the bar and make our profession the standard bearer of integrity, we will not need politics to live better lives. Law is an attractive, lucrative, and enviable profession that comes with enormous financial and material benefits if we treat the discharge of our responsibilities with professionalism and integrity. In this election, let us return an executive that will, and I quote, "reclaim the bar, make the bar," and I quote again, "your bar and your voice, to be heard and respected." And let us above all elect people who have the commitment to raise the bar. So that our profession will grow from strength to strength in leaps and bounds. Good luck to all the candidates, and may God guide the electoral process, and may justice and integrity prevail. I thank you all for your time.
from the chair, and I think all of us are committed to making sure we have a bar that we'll all be proud of. Distinguished guest, Jackie Robinson, the American baseball player, once said, "A life is not important except the impact it has on other lives." Ms. Jabbi has touched hundreds of lives in her professional career, either as a lecturer, a member of GLC, or a member of Council of Education. Because of want of time, we may not have all those hundreds of lives to give testimonies. But today, we are going to hear two powerful testimonials from two different people, from different perspectives. And therefore, I would like to invite Mustafa Tuma, who was a student, went to Jabbi, and now a legal practitioner, to give us a testimonial of who Madam Tuma Adama Jabbi is.
Good afternoon, colleagues. Mr. Chairman, all members present, permit me to stand on all due and existing protocols. I am Mustafa Tuma, and like many others in this room, I'm a legal practitioner and I practice at Edwina Chambers, Freetown. One of the founding fathers of the United States of America, Benjamin Franklin, once said, "Tell me and I will forget. Teach me and I remember. Involve me and I will learn." Today, I'm here to give a testimony for a woman who I met just for 1 year and had so much impact on my life. At Frabe College, she taught me tax and revenue law in LLBT. During her class, Ms. Jabbi, as we called her at the time, showed so much dedication and inspiration to her work as a lecturer. Her cozy demeanor and interaction with everybody in class reinforced the fact that she was like a parent to us, even though we had no personal relationship. When it came to the issue of classes, most of our classes were held early in the morning. Mrs. Jabbi was always there on time. She even became that morning coffee we all yearned for at the time. On a very personal note, she encouraged me and many of our colleagues to pursue a career in tax. This motivated some of us in the class at that time to even write a dissertation topic on tax. I wrote a dissertation topic titled "The Impact of Non-Tax Revenue on the Economy of Sierra Leone." I can vividly remember she told us to pursue this career as we had trained. So when we went to final year, it's been a while I haven't interacted with her. I had to send her a text message. Ms. Jabbi told us that we should write a dissertation on tax, and I've decided to write on one, and she had to give me guidance and everything. That is the kind of person that is contested to me. Let me talk about some of the qualities I learned from her within 1 year. She had passion for teaching future generation. That is the character I think the bar needs most at this time. We need somebody who is dedicated to raising the bar to the highest of standards. During the time, she showed so much empathy towards students. She would personally talk to us, spend more time with us in class. And that is the one reason why when I heard she running for the office of the presidency of the Sierra Leone Bar Association, I took it up on myself to actually lead this campaign in every forum. And that I've been doing and I'll continue to do until we go to Kennyman and therefore, let me not go with this praise. There are plenty of praises for her. Mrs. Jabbi, I want to take this opportunity personally on behalf of myself and all our class of 2018 tax and revenue law students Before opting to do this testimony, I spoke to many of our colleagues, and they said I should send our vivid thank you to you. We have one of our colleagues now who is a lawyer in Nigeria. She was called to the bar. She also sent a greeting and everything. All of us who are in Sierra Leone, many are not here today because of our very circumstances, but we'll give you my word that we'll be Kennyman to vote for you in appreciation of what you did for us. Because we are not only a teacher, we are a leader and a mentor. And that quality, we want you to come and give the bar much of that. Therefore, I do firmly believe that if given the opportunity to serve as president of the Sierra Leone Bar Association, Mrs. Tuma Jabbi, Gentle Camara, I will used to refer to her as Ms. Jabbi. So, will raise this our enviable profession to the highest of standards, not only in Africa, sub-Saharan, but the world at large. She was named one of the most influential people in Africa, and imagine if we have such a person serving as our president of the Sierra Leone Bar Association. We have one of the oldest bar, but we don't really have that kind of name in the whole world. Therefore, I know with your election and what I learned from you, we will go to higher places. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mustafa. As you all know, the second pillar of Ms. Jabbi's campaign is empowerment. And he is a clear evidence of how, even before she has intended to be a candidate, it's something that has become a second nature, empowering hundreds of students at Travel College, some of whom have become lawyers. We also have another testimonial, which is likely a different one. We have a young man who was born in Cambia, who found solace as a pupil, and now as a practitioner at Jabbi Associates. Distinguished guests, please welcome Adam's wild cargo for his testimonials. Good evening, all. Mr. Chairman, soon to be President of the Sierra Leone Bar Association, colleagues all at the bar, members of the press, I bring you greetings from my people of Tonkoliba Chiefdom, Gambia District. Mr. Chairman, Adam Yusuf Mohamed Kako standing in front of you is that Liberman who believes that leadership begins with you, your family, and society. Where you have to prove yourself of being worthy to be a uniquely good leader. Being a young lawyer at the bar, I have learned over the years that the principles we learn while reading law are not just for practice, but also to be used as guiding principles in order to lead a dignified life in society. Like colleagues, Mr. Chairman, for this august occasion, therefore, I want to use the Latin expression in ipsa loquitur. This is speaking because we are living in the 21st century where actions must speak louder than voice. Hence, you do not have to tell people. You must show them what you have done, what you are doing, and what you intend to do. After I was called to the bar in January 2022, I was searching for a farm to do my pilgrimage. Unfortunately, I could not find one. Guess what? I found a family called Jabbi Associates. I call Jabbi Associates a family because with Madam Tuma Adama Jabbi as the head, you are not only being trained to become a reputable and professional lawyer, but you are also being given the required ethics and skills of how to make family with persons from different bloodlines, ethnic groups, and even regions. Jabbi Associates is a firm where my boss will call me whenever I am absent from work, not to bash at me, but to check on what I've gone wrong with me or my family. At Jabbi Associates, under the distinguished leadership of Madam Tuma Adama Jabbi, the chamber will stand still to celebrate the calling. At the same time, we always stand in solidarity whenever the need arises. To Madam Tuma Adama Jabbi, family comes first. Esteemed colleagues, I believe we are family in the legal profession. If Madam Tuma Adama Jabbi could care for me, someone from a different bloodline, ethnic group, or region she never knew, she can definitely be there for us all and lead the bar with the requisite care and empathy. Mr. Chairman, I am one of the several testimonials of Madam Tuma Adama Jabbi's good leadership. In that light, on behalf of myself, my family, and the entire people of Tongoliba, why am I referring to my people from Tongoliba? You see, they always say we are stubborn, or when we believe in something or we believe in someone, we go down the line with them. Madam Tuma does not see me as a VP, a colleague, or a lawyer, but a family. And it will surprise you to know that I am one of the first lawyers from that part of the country. In that regard, I want you all to join me to thank her personally for what she has been doing for me. I really appreciate it. With this, I want to end by leaving you with a quote from Marian Anderson. I quote, "Leadership should be born out of the understanding of the needs of those who will be affected by it." Madam Tuma Adama Jabbi understands our needs as lawyers and the needs of the Bar Association. Therefore, vote her as the next president of the Sierra Leone Bar Association. Join us. Vote Tuma. Let's raise the bar. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for such an emotional journey as one of the first lawyers we talked about. We hope that going to inspire many more aspects of the distinguished guests. The testimonials continue, and this is going to be a different form. We'll also hear from people who Ms. Jabbi has touched their lives and those who want to continue to give testimony. So therefore, I invite our technical guys to take us through, and I hope that they will switch the lights off for a while so we can see properly. Yeah.
and also a member of the prestigious Serbian Bar Association. The essence of my message today is basically the unwavering conviction to endorse the candidacy of Tuma, Adama, Kamara, Jabbi for the esteemed position of President of the Serbian Bar Association. She understands the complex challenges we face within ourselves and within our profession, and has a vision to basically enact meaningful change. So I believe in empowering next generation boys. She will be the right person to do so by fostering professional and cultural mentorship and championing diversity within the ranks of the bar.
Mrs. Tuma Jabbi has been a significant source of inspiration for me in many ways. I have loved admiring her through Facebook. I was fortunate to meet her when she became my lecturer in Tanzania. Imagine in a class where only two of us were. She has profoundly inspired me. I firmly believe that Mrs. Jabbi could make a significant impact in any setting she enters. She is indeed tested and trusted.
My name is Edith Chater, a barrister and solicitor of the High Court of Sierra Leone. Me being a lawyer today is by God's grace and the help of a young woman, Tuma Jabbi, who is also a lawyer. Tuma was very empathetic when I discussed my long-standing situation at the Sierra Leone Law School, and she ensured that my case was reviewed and resolved.
I believe Tuma is the ideal candidate to lead the Bar Association with effective, passion, and
There's something she did that actually touched me. There was a particular time when I did not go for class, and then she called me, which is the first for a lecturer to call a student to find out why you not in class. And I told her I was sick and I was supposed to go for an operation. And surprisingly, she paid like 50% upfront for my son. She's been a mother to a lot of students. I know for sure that she is the best person in that position. The Bar Association will go to a higher court with her as the president.
for President of the Sierra Leone Bar Association. And I can confidently say that she has all the skills and qualities to excel in this position. Madam Tuma Jabbi is one person that came across that has an open door policy. For example, when I first met her, I sent a message to her telling her how much I want to work with her. Her first question was, how can I help you? Not, how did you get my number? I believe she can work tirelessly in ensuring that we have a safe space for lawyers in the bar. I always want to vote for Madam Adama, and trust me, you will see how prepared she is to raise the bar.
That is our story. And from today, Tuma's story should be our story. So when the lady preacher was praying and she said, there are colleagues who are confused, after that video, we don't have any more confused colleagues, right? It's very clear at this point. And it is on that note, I now invite our beautiful lady, Edifra, to now introduce the aspirant, Miss Adama Tuma Jabbi. A round of applause as Edifra makes her way to introduce Madam Jabbi.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman. Greetings all. Mr. Chairman, all protocols observed. It gives me immense pleasure to introduce Tuma Jabbi, a distinguished legal professional and a formidable candidate for the presidency of the Bar Association. With over 14 years of extensive experience in the legal field, her credentials speak volume. Tuma holds a master's degree in law. She holds a Master of Law degree in corporate and business law from the University of Central England in Birmingham. Complemented by a Bachelor of Law degree from the Montfort University in Leicester, United Kingdom, and a Barrister at Law from the Sierra Leone Law School. Tuma is currently pursuing a Master's in Public Administration at the University of York in the United Kingdom. Ladies and gentlemen, our candidate's academic prowess is matched only by her dedication to the legal profession. Note this, Tuma is the pioneer of tax and revenue law at the University of Sierra Leone, where she is also imparting knowledge in students who offer this module, thereby investing in our future generation as legal practitioners. Tuma's contributions extend beyond the courtroom. She has authored extensive publications in her field. Our candidate is a consummate professional and cordial to her learned friends and colleagues. Notably, Tuma represents the Sierra Leone Bar Association at the Council of Legal Education and serves on the General Legal Council regulating lawyers in Sierra Leone. Renowned for tenacity and legal acumen, Tuma has navigated high-profile cases with finesse, earning a reputation as a fierce litigator, unafraid of complex legal battles. Her prowess extends to criminal law, where she demonstrates exceptional clarity and effectiveness. Recognized among the top 100 most outstanding individuals in Sierra Leone in 2019, Tuma's leadership extends beyond the legal realm. Our esteemed candidate was reappointed as chairperson of the Board of Directors of the National Revenue Authority by the President himself, retired Brigadier Dr. Julius Madabio, which is a testament of her hard work in public service. She has spearheaded significant advancements in digitation and revenue mobilization during her tenure. Moreover, as Vice Chairperson of the Belt and Road Tax Administration Corporation Mechanism, BRITACOM, Tuma exemplifies global leadership within the world's biggest tax administration mechanism. Beyond her professional endeavors, she is an advocate of human rights, community development champion, and serves as chairperson of the local football club, Kangwe Eagles.
Oh, yes.
Upline.
Most importantly, she is married to Mohammed, gentle, Kamara, and is blessed with a loving family. Tuma embodies the values of integrity, intelligence, and service. With her stance poised to lead the Bar Association in the new era of standards, empowerment, and progress. Therefore, it is now my distinct pleasure to graciously request us all to rise up on our feet as I invite to you all. This is deep, but we are going deeper. Let me introduce to you to the podium our beautiful, passionate, visionary, charismatic, dedicated, knowledgeable, passionate, articulate, persuasive, tenacious, principled, empathetic, inclusive, dynamic, experienced, resilient, and inspirational. Miss
Thank you very much, Edifra, for such a wonderful introduction. I didn't even know that much about myself. Thank you for bringing it to my notice. I want to thank everyone for gracing this occasion this evening, especially on Sunday when most people spend it with their family. I don't take your support and your love for granted. I want to say thank you. Mr. Chair of the occasion, my esteemed Chairman of the General Legal Council, seniors and colleagues at the Bar, the Fourth Estate, and my dearest mother-in-law, I welcome you all to this occasion. Esteemed colleagues, today I stand before you with a heart beaming with hope and unfailing commitment as I declare my candidacy for the position of the President of the Sierra Leone Bar Association. I come before you with profound sense of duty and a clear vision, committed to elevating standards, empowering legal practitioners, and promoting welfare. As I gaze upon this gathering of esteemed legal professionals, I am filled with admiration for the incredible talent and tireless dedication that abounds within each of you. We are more than just lawyers. We are guardians of justice, champions of truth, and pillars of hope for those who seek solace in the rule of law. A French philosopher, Montaigne, famously said, "Knowing thyself is still the only worthy philosophical pursuit." And therefore, in life and leadership, we often encounter three scenarios, and those are: 1, known knowns; 2, known unknowns; and 3, unknown unknowns. The known knowns are things we know. The unknown unknowns relate to some things we know we do not know. And the unknown unknowns are the ones we do not know. For the things we know, the known knowns, the name Tuma Adama Jabbi is certainly one. However, in the context of the Sierra Leone Bar Association and the law in Sierra Leone, there is so much more known knowns about me. I am a legal practitioner with the law in my vein, daughter of the renowned constitutional lawyer, Dr. Jabbi. As many of you will know, while for years I walked in the shadow of my father, he planted in me the seeds of hard work, perseverance, respect, teamwork, and boundless love for the law. Through his tutelage and many others, I have carved a pathway of a successful legal practice for almost 14 years, imparting knowledge and contributing to regulating both the legal profession and the legal education in Sierra Leone. As I look back, I am proud to have introduced for the first time Tax and Revenue Law module in 2014 at the Frobe College, which has imparted knowledge in hundreds of students, thereby investing in the next generation of legal practitioners. As an elected serving member of the General Legal Council, I am humbled to carry the trust and confidence of you, my colleagues, to continue safeguarding the prestige of our beloved profession. And I am privileged to represent the Bar Association and the Council of Legal Education, where students are transformed to the bar. However, while I may be tempted to exhaustively highlight my professional sojourn, my campaign is not about me. It's about every legal practitioner, every member of the bar in Sierra Leone. When I speak about my affinity and attachments to the law and the SLBA, it is demonstrated that I know and understand the needs of the bar. I also deeply appreciate how the SLBA can best respond to those needs. I aspire and work diligently as a builder of things, raising things from one level to the next. I am ready to raise the bar to another level of high standards, empowering legal practitioners and addressing welfare concerns. In all of this, transformational partnerships will be fundamental. I know this, and knowing what you know is a strength. I therefore submit my candidacy and vision with this strength of the known knowns. Esteemed colleagues, there cannot be any leadership without a vision. As George Washington Carver would put it, I quote, "Where there is no vision, there is no hope." The very essence of leadership is that you have to have a vision, unquote. A vision that can be articulated clearly and forcefully and not blow an uncertain trumpet. My vision, therefore, is to raise the bar through standards, empowerment, and welfare. The vision I put before you is to take the bar to where it has not been, but aspires to. With my vision, I put before you commitments for your esteemed consideration to raise the bar. There is a nexus between standards, empowerment, and welfare. I put it as SEW, SO. So the new slogan is hashtag SO.
Hashtag
SO.
Hashtag SO. Hashtag SO.
And through the concrete plans, we will sew all together for coherence and synergy. Before I get into the details of the SO agenda, let me address one myth. The myth that the bar will be unable to pursue common justice, constitutionalism, and advance human rights alongside the fulfillment of its obligations towards its members. This cannot be farther from the truth. We can raise standards, empower lawyers, and address our welfare needs, as well as at the same time defend constitutionalism, advance human rights, and seek common justice. The duality of purpose can be true, and I commit to those dual endeavors, and to engage constructively to achieve our collective objectives. My candidacy is informed by a specific vision to see a thriving legal profession where ethical standards, welfare, and the rule of law are promoted and maintained. Empowering lawyers through opportunities and strategic partnerships to contribute towards the advancement of law in Sierra Leone. On standards, I will start with standards because it's so. S for standards. It is all too clear to see that our profession is growing. Growth in the number of legal practitioners cannot be denied. However, we have a responsibility to safeguard the integrity of our noble profession and cater for the future. I do not only think about ethics, but rather a holistic transformational thinking to raise the bar, elevate legal practice for it to retain its respect. To this I mean respect for the practice of the law, respect for lawyers, ensuring we have a respectable living and practice ecosystem. My vision and our commitment to raise standards is not a one-way street, but a dual carriage where we create the enabling environment for legal practitioners to thrive and for discipline and ethics to be a routine and be valued. We have to start by catering for our pupils and young practitioners. I will be putting forward proposals for clerkships to be introduced in Sierra Leone. It is time to legislate clerkship as part of a pupillage to ensure we provide the necessary support for our judges and, if necessary, our senior magistrates. By this, we will expand opportunities for learning for pupils, thereby raising standards, raising the bar. To all senior practitioners, the hallmark of distinction in legal practice is to be recognized as a senior advocate of Sierra Leone. Operationalizing this important aspect of the Legal Practitioners Act 2000 as amended is well overdue. We have to activate the Legal Practitioners Privileges Committee, working with the Chief Justice to establish a robust mechanism to ensure only deserving seniors are awarded the title Senior Advocates of Sierra Leone. We cannot raise standards by not elevating our legal practice ecosystem. The bar has to be the advocate for progressive changes in the judiciary and the judicial infrastructure, including advocating for the means of financing stenograph machines and training stenographers. We also have to provide the necessary training for our clerks, process servers, farm managers to ensure those who service the legal profession industry can provide the requisite level of service and professionalism. Also, through partnership and understanding, we can improve the protocols and working relationship with the police and the Legislative Committee of Parliament and other law enforcement its agencies. On empowerment, E, the letter in soul. We must also empower every member of our association to reach their fullest potential, to soar above the constraints of their circumstances, and to make a profound impact on society. We must provide them with the tools, resources, and support necessary to not only survive, but to thrive in the ever-evolving legal landscape. At the General Legal Council, we are exploring the important aspects of continuous legal education, CLE. This will be a great addition to the tapestry of legal education and will provide immense benefits to lawyers. The CLE courses can address emerging areas of law, including law and technology, artificial intelligence, climate change, law of the sea, as well as master classes in management administration to ensure we can manage our law firms. Under my leadership, we will explore scholarship opportunities for colleagues to be able to capacitate them to become experts in different areas of law. Efforts will also be made to secure internship opportunities with international bodies for colleagues to have exposure to international legal. On welfare, the last word in soul. I am the first to admit that the claim of being the oldest bar association in sub-Saharan Africa has to be backed by having a secretariat constructed. I pay tribute to previous directors for securing a piece of land, and now we need to build our home. However, based on advice from my technical team, I have been informed that the current piece of land at Belia Park is not suitable for a structure to be constructed thereon as it sits on the waterway. As a result, I pledge to secure a conducive piece of land for the construction As a result, I pledge to secure a conducive piece of land for the construction of the state-of-the-art bar secretariat. Personally, with the support of my lovely husband, who owns the construction company, I will start the construction process. Personally, with the support of my lovely husband, Mr. Mohammed Gentle Kamara, who is unavoidably absent, who owns a construction company, I will start the construction process. Listen to this, it's a promise and I want you to hold me to it. I will start the construction process by building the ground floor once the land is secured. My leadership will engage in robust resource mobilization drive. My leadership will engage in robust resource mobilization drive to be able to achieve the vision of the state-of-the-art bar secretariat. When it's constructed, we try to decide on the name we give that building. There is need for work and partnership to complete our secretariat. There is need for work and partnership to complete our secretariat. This will be raising the bar to ensure institutional independence and growth. I commit my leadership to working assiduously in constructing a permanent home for the bar. No ifs, no buts. Colleagues all, welfare is not only limited to when one is in active practice. We have to give a serious consideration to infirmity and retirement. I sometimes feel sad when I see senior colleagues who are no longer in active practice struggle to make ends meet. I therefore pledge, with the support of the entire membership of the Sierra Leone Bar Association, to work with nurses to establish a private pension scheme for members of the bar. To achieve this, it will require all members to pay a monthly subscription to the scheme. Such contribution to be determined in an extraordinary general meeting of the bank. We must also acknowledge the tremendous pressure.
They speak grammar.
We must also acknowledge the tremendous pressures, the unrelenting demands, and the emotional burden that our profession places upon us. This is not a fight that can be fought alone. We must stand together, shoulder to shoulder, as we navigate the rough waters of our chosen path. Esteemed colleagues, as I conclude, let me also recognize the progress made under the leadership of the outgoing President, Madam Michaela Edwina Swallow, and her delegation. If elected as President, I will build on the progress and raise the bar to inspire.
When elected, not if when elected.
When elected, I will build on the progress and raise the bar to inspire and guide generations yet to come. The journey we embark on today is not one of personal ambition, but of collective aspiration. It is a call to united action, driven by our shared vision of a legal fraternity and continually raises the bar. That celebrates the empowerment of its members, and that places their welfare at the heart of our endeavors. I, Tuma, Adama, Gentle, Kamarani, Jabbi, humbly ask of your support, your trust, and your partnership on this remarkable journey. Together, let us chart a course towards a future where the Sierra Leone Bar Association serves as a beacon of hope, a catalyst of positive change, and a bastion to justice. I thank you, and I look forward to it. Viva the Sierra Leone Bar Association! Viva! Viva!
Another round of applause! At this stage, I will also respectfully ask the candidate to stay, while I also invite a leader without a team is no leader. That's all. And you're going to have a solid set of people to make sure we deliver on your agenda. Therefore, it is now my distinct pleasure to invite Mr. Sidiki Tomi, the Vice President, and also the VP aspirants in the SOAR campaign. I also like to invite Mr. Alfred Paul Alfred Jua, the current General Secretary and also aspirant for the General Secretary of the Bar Association.
that is going to be led by Mr. Jabbi and the various lieutenants to deliver on our agenda. Let's rise and give them standing ovation to prepare them for elections. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. I hope the technical team is also ready, because we are also going to officially launch our video campaign. So you know, what a production. Our production style is it? Indeed. So I now invite our technical guys for the official launch of the campaign. And lights as well.
I'm a vice-chancellor solicitor of the High Court of Sierra of over 13 years standing. I am the managing partner of Jabbi Associates, a law firm of 40 years standing. I am a member of the Sierra Leone Bar Association. I am a member of the Council of Legal Education, the body responsible for legal education in Sierra Leone. I am also a member of the General Legal Council, the body responsible to regulate legal practitioners in Sierra Leone. Above all, I am a wife, married to Tuma and Tuma.
I intend running for the presidency of the Sierra Leone Bar Association, the oldest bar association in Sub-Saharan Africa. I firstly want to say thank you to the previous directors. They've done a very great job. But I am coming to enhance it, to raise it to higher high, and make it perfect for our colleagues at the bar. My vision as the president of the Sierra Leone Bar Association can be captured in 3 words: standards, empowerment, and welfare. #so. Each and every lawyer resonates with this. We need to raise the standards from where it currently is, and we need to look at the empowerment of our lawyers. We need to go further than that. The world is moving on. And when it comes to welfare, these are some of the bread and butter issues of our colleagues. That needs to be looked into from where it currently is. It's not just talking, but we need to walk our talk. This is my vision for the Sierra Leone Bar Association. If you elect me as your president, I recognize the challenges are many, but we not insurmountable. I recognize the potential as police and not government, and that we share a common destination, but the routes may be different. I appeal for a healthy campaign that does not break the bonds that we share. Election is at the end, but building the bar, every lawyer will go out and kindly ask that you come out on May 18th and vote me as your president of the Sierra Leone Bar Association.
So she has said it all. Contestants are colleagues. They are not enemies. So let all of us raise the bar. At this point, we will now open for questions. And we would like to start the ball rolling for questions. Yes. So what you want to do, you want to take them one after the other or in group? Because of the time, we are only going to get 5 questions. We're going to appeal to colleagues. Because like I said earlier, we want to make sure we spend more time in networking. Because we've been here since 4 o'clock. So, Madam Candidates, so you want to take them one after the other, right?
No.
Or,
I'll take it together. I'll take notes.
You take notes. Okay. Yes. So this is the woman's campaign. We start from the back. Mamiki Stevens. Mamiki Stevens. Let's make sure. Can I also appeal to guide the question? I know the candidates have said a lot of things about our vision. So I presume all of us now understand what she's campaigning on. So therefore, appeal, if you've had something and now you know something, don't ask about it. Let's ask about things we know she can provide more clarification. So, Ms. Stevens, first question.
Yes, please. Thank you very much, Mr. Chair, for the opportunity to a lady first. Being a lady's business at the back end, we have 2 million for the presidency. Thank you very much. I am Mamiki Stevens, private practitioner. Madam Jabbi, my question is in 2 folds. Firstly, there is this rumor that an allegation, it's not actually a rumor, an allegation that sometime I think in 2021 or 2022, that you traveled to Dubai, you got yourself a fake degree, what we call here back home a Dominion degree, and added to that, you traveled with funds from NIA, with some staff members from NIA. Are we together?
Yes, we are together.
Am I protected, Mr. Chairman?
You are very protected.
That you traveled with some of your staff, you flew them to Dubai from the government coffers, I would say. So, what have you got to say about these allegations, Ms. Jabbi?
Thank you very much. Like I said, nobody is in prison here. Leadership is about making sure we have a leader you can subject. You can subject to interrogation. Because like the lady preacher said, we have some colleagues who are still confused. But some of these questions may help them so be less confused and have more understanding. So I know Madam Jabbi has taken note of that. Let's go for a man on the side now. Mr. Benjamin. Mr. Benjamin Tepe.
Madam. I'm Benjamin Abraham. Madam Jabbi, you are presently the board chairman of the National Revenue Authority and also boast of being a member of the Sierra Leone People's Party. How do you intend to balance your responsibilities to your political party, the National Revenue Authority, and leading the Bar Association, which is an armed political pressure group?
Thank you very much.
My second question
No, just one. You know, like I said, the whole purpose of the Q&A is for us to make sure we ask questions, and if we need more clarifications on things, we have them. So I am sure, I presume, one question is appropriate. Thank you very much. My colleague said that. I was in class with him. Yes. Okay, the man with the special hats. Yes. Your name and your question?
Thank you, Lade colleagues, the chairman, Daniel and Street Protocol. My name is Vincent, legal practitioner. My question to Madam Jabbi is in 2 folds, madam. During the 2023 general elections, we saw a video which declare the results in favor of your political party. And you did so even before the competent body could pronounce the result. The question is this, Madam Jabbi. Don't you think we went too far in declaring the results before the competent body?
Colleagues. Maybe our political friend is still confused. So he wants clarification.
So, I'd like to find out from Madam Jabbi. Don't you think we went too far? And secondly, how do you want us to trust your judgment and neutrality if you're elected the president of the Sierra Leone Bar Association?
Thank you very much. So those were just about results and declaration. So we're going to have two more. We are coming this side. Yes, the man with the polka dot shirt.
Madam Jabbi,
your name as well.
Manif Jaffa. Madam Jabbi, the young Abba does not know you. You see you as a snobbish personality who hardly ever talks to anyone alone. I'm of the fact that you seem to be someone who is seated on a high horse fortune. Do you think with such description you can make a better Bar president that will have an inclusive policy regardless of age, creed, party, color, tribe, and religion?
Thank you very much, Manif. I think the question.
The question itself. Do you think what
regardless of age, creed, party, colors, tribe, and religion?
Okay, I understand is that you are on high horse, Madam Jabbi. How can you be a president when you're on high horse and we are working? So you have to come down and work with us. That's the question. The last question, I'll go with this row, and I can see one of my colleagues there. Yes, the gentleman, Tuma.
Thank you very much, Madam Jabbi. My name is Tuma. So far, we have two candidates that have declared from the same position. How is Madam Jabbi different? So far,
please, with the exception of Madam Jabbi, that's why he's saying. That's why there are two.
With the exception of you. So far, we have two other people that have declared from the same position.
Yeah.
How is Madam Jabbi different from the two candidates?
Thank you very much. The last one is Madam Jabbi. How are you different from the other two candidates? So the first question will be about the degree and the biennially. The second about one chair, conflict of interest. The third about the declaration of result. I think they are tied together. And it's about along the politics line as well. And the fourth one, you're on high horse. How can you come down and work with us? And what makes you different from my friend Tuma and Wa?
Thank you very much, Mr. Moderator. Thank you very much, Mr. Moderator. And thank you very much to all my colleagues that have asked these questions. I have patiently taken them down because they are very important questions and we need to clarify some of these questions for everyone to know. Now, the first one was from Ms. Stevens. Ms. Stevens, don't worry, you're protected. Because it's a genuine question. And indeed, people have been talking about it. I have seen that raised before. Your question, Ms. Stevens, if I'm correct, you said you traveled to Dubai for a fake degree and traveled with other government staff at the NRA out of the coffers of NRA. Is that correct, ma'am? Yes. Okay. Firstly, I want to say that as a lecturer, I also pride myself in academic excellence. That has always been demonstrated in the academic development
and as a holder of a Bachelor's of Law degree from the Montfort University in Leicester, an LLM degree from Birmingham, and someone who is currently pursuing another master's degree at the University of York in the United Kingdom. All my degrees are from the United Kingdom, and I'm also proud to say that I am a born British by birth. This clearly shows that if I have or I want to pursue a PhD degree, I will. I consider the fake degree allegation as purely a calculated political smear to my campaign against my person. I never at any time traveled to Dubai just to go get a PhD or either use the coffers of NRA or any government institution. I want to make this clear. Whilst I was doing a master class in management, some university or so bequeathed upon me an honorary degree. Never for once, for lawyers here present, they've seen my complimentary card, they've seen my letterhead. Never at any time have I referred myself as a doctor. But as my dad, I know for you to have a PhD, it involves a lot of hard work, and I do need to earn it, especially when you carry the title doctor. I'll put you to strict proof to show that I have never carried that title. The next is Mr. Benjamin. Mr. Benjamin, your question was, presently, you said I'm present in the board chair of NRA, and I also boast to be a member of the Sierra Leone People's Party. You say smile like this when I say. How do you intend to balance your responsibilities to the two and that of the bank? Where's Mr. Benjamin? Okay, is that correct? Yes. Okay. So firstly, I want to say that belonging to a political party is a constitutional right. And also, it's not just rumors. I am a proud member of the Sierra Leone People's Party. I am definitely grateful to His Excellency for giving me the honor to serve my people. When serving as NRA board chair, I'm not serving as SLPP board chair, but as the board chair of the National Revenue Authority. Be you APC, be you SLPP, be you whatever political party you belong to, you pay taxes. And I spearhead that as board chair of the NRA. And I'm very proud to say that under my leadership, the NRA took a very fantastic turn. When we took over, the GDP to revenue, the ratio was about 11.9, thereabouts. And within 2 years, we took it to 16%. Even in developed countries, it will take about close to 10 years for them to have that jump in revenue to GDP. That was done under my leadership. Unfortunately, the COVID came because we had already taken off. We were going to hit the 20% that His Excellency put in his manifesto. But unfortunately, COVID hit the world, not Sierra Leone. So that brought us down to about 14-point-something percent. So I am very proud to say when it comes to leadership and turning nothing into something, I am an example. make this clear that my commitment to the legal profession is second to none. If I ever find myself in a position wherein I'll have to choose between whatever interest I have and the legal profession, I'll put the legal profession first. I was a lawyer before I became the chairman of the board. That will always remain. And the next one is from Mr. Vincent. He said sometime in 2023 general elections, we saw a video of this I think it's the back. He said he saw a video on which I declared the results of a certain political party. I suppose that's the SLP. Before the competent body, before even the competent body announced it. And you went further to say, if I don't think I went too far. And your second ambit was, how do you want us to trust your neutrality if elected? So that's question 3. Now, as I said earlier in my first or second, responding to the second question, I am indeed a member of the Syrian People's Party. And at that time, never before in any elections have I declared or done that. But this time around, my better half was running for the position of mayor. And we all know when it comes to campaign, charging it, they even at Iba, charging it. And you're okay for charge. So you therefore promote your side. So I was promoting my husband. I did not call the 60% or 65% results. It was Nick that called it. So I was just saying in anticipation, the excitement. I was encouraging supporters of my husband. He said that in our phone hands, we next have they can become the president, mayor of Freetown. But again, the competence body announced who was the winner. And again, as lawyers, we uphold the Constitution and the rule of law. His question went further to say, how do you want us to trust your neutrality if elected? As I said earlier, if anything comes above the interest of the bar, I choose the bar. Then the next question, question 4 by Mr. Jaffa. He said the younger bar does not know you and see you as snobbish personality. Do you think you can be a better bar president regardless of age, region, or political connection, whatever it is? Mr. Jabbi, when you were asking that question, I actually thought you were talking about someone else. We saw the testimonies of my students, former students, and even people I have interacted with. You heard what Ms. Chato said. She had some issues at the law school, unfairly treated. And someone told her she's the only female on the Council of Legal Education. Go talk to her as a woman. And she explained, no extra favors, no nothing. What I did was to give her her right. And I fought for her. And we went to the council and made sure that lady had been called to the Sierra Leone bar where she passed everything for over 5 years for unduly taking advantage of it. And after her case was looked into, she is now a proud member of the Sierra Leone bar. And number 5, Mr. Tamba. You said other candidates are vying for this position. How do you think you're different from them? Of course, you're right.
everybody, as I said, they're doing what we believe is their right to run for a position as long as you're qualified. You're a lawyer of over 10 years standing, yes, you can run. And they all have great messages. There are my colleagues, as I said in my video, we don't want any animosity. We share a common bond. And I respect them. But the difference is, I am here to raise the bar. I don't believe there is any need to reclaim the Bar Association as it belongs to all of us. I don't believe there is a need to reclaim the bar as it belongs to all of us. At the same time, I also don't believe there is any need to raise a voice as the bar is already our voice. What we are doing, we are raising the volume, and what's the volume? The standards. That's what I am. Therefore, my last appeal to all colleagues, whether you support me or not, whether you believe in my vision or not, it is through this election, our debate must be healthy and free from personal attacks. I am definitely and pleading that you stop our personal attacks. Whether you're my supporter, whether it's a supporter on the other side, we shouldn't do that. Because we must be united on our common vision, which is to take the Bar Association better for generations yet unborn. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Round of applause for our candidates. Yes. You want to make a comment? 1 second.
Thank you very much, Madam President. I understand, of course, all of us know that you have served NRA for, you've done the first term, and you are now into your second term. When will your second term expire? Will you please clarify?
I can proudly say that I have run the race. According to the National Revenue Authority Act 2022, it's a 2-year term. And this is what I haven't mentioned earlier. I was the first female board chair in the history of the National Revenue Authority, and the youngest, and the only board chair whose mandate was renewed, ever. So my term ends at the end of July, and I am looking forward to that retirement. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So, to Ms. Stevens, she holds a bachelor's degree, a master's degree. She's now looking for her master's degree. So, if she wants to have a PhD, she's more than qualified and capable to have a PhD. Thank you very much, and that's how we end this successful launch. And the candidates, Madam Jabbi, has prepared refreshment, which is going to take place outside the hall, and we encourage colleagues to stay around and network with senior colleagues, because I know there are many juniors and many people here. So at least we can also impact knowledge of some of the presidents you have seen. If you have qualifications from someone, you want more information on some voices, please stay for the network. And also, there is a cocktail by the pool outside. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Pambulem, and so we come to an end today on the declaration of Madam Tuma Adama Jabbi and Gentle Kamara, where they aspire for presidency for the Bar Association. So this now I come to an end. We'll now continue for following as we continue for doing our updates. Thank you.